stupid. Loving you is stupid. Cause I know that you never really loved me. And you never gave me your side. So I can say that you and me will never have possibilities. And I feel so stupid. Very appropriate song for this whole thing that Trina's going through. Okay. Not saying that she's stupid. I'm just saying the situation is stupid. The Jason is stupid, and the whole thing is just it's ridiculous. Anyway, let me give a shout out. I know it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I did Braxton Family Values. Life has just been happening. It's just been a whole lot going on, like it constantly is. I do a good bit of shows. I review a lot of shows, and I was looking for this particular new episode to come on demand on Charter so that I can watch it. And because I don't have like Netflix and Hulu and all that kind of stuff, and I don't have a DVR or whatever to record it, so I was just waiting, and then it finally came up, and it popped up with like 3 episodes. So what I'm gonna do is combine this episode 20 and 21 together. Then I'm gonna do a separate video for 22. Okay. But first of all, let me give a shout out to my girl Too Feisty 2007 for naming the song that I was singing. And about 2 weeks ago of that review of Braxton Family Values, and it was Breathe Again by Tony Braxton's self-titled album. And, you know, shouts out to that good thing. It came out in 93, I believe. What I do is I do these whole little music trivia things. Since it's Braxton Family Values that I'm reviewing, there's so many, you know, singing folks in that family that what I do is I'm gonna sing a song either from either one of the sisters, all of the ones that got album, either from Trina, Traci, Tamar, or Trina, Traci, Tamar, or Tony. I'm gonna sing one of their songs. You guys guess the song that I'm singing. I'm gonna do that for every single Braxton Family Values review if I don't forget, or if something just don't come up in my mind. So y'all give me the year, the name of the song, and what album that song came off of. And the song that I was singing earlier when this review started, give me the year, the name of the song, and the album that song came off of. All right? So let's just get into it. Basically, I'm just going to be very brief with episode 20 of Braxton Family Values. Please, episode 20. Basically, the girls, Tamar had just told the girls about the whole thing and their parents about appearing on the TD Jakes show. Now, the last time they saw TD Jakes was when their family was definitely in turmoil. He came and snatched all their edges up. He didn't give back some. And basically, he got the girls together and, all that good stuff. So, we saw that last season on the show. It's the same season, but when they was on last, child, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know how they cut shit up. Because I thought for the longest this was season 6, but no, we're still on season 5. So they'll take a break from Braxton Family Values, give you a little Tamar and Vince, then go back to Braxton Family Values, whatever. So that's the last time they saw TD Jakes. So all the girls were a little nervous about seeing TD Jakes. They didn't know what to expect. They was just like, is he gonna ask us to sing and all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting to me how these girls seem like, I guess because they've been doing it their whole lives, but they really don't understand how powerful they are together, voice wise, and how amazing they are. And the whole reason as to why we fell in love with these girls anyway was because they was a singing ass family. And we love that, and just the fact that it's, just black girls and they're just singing fools and talented and lovely and all that good stuff. And so it's just like, y'all accept y'all blessings, child. Y'all are so blessed. Money, coins, beauty, talent. Money, coins, beauty, talent. Money, coins, beauty, talent. Money, coins, beauty. Hey, y'all can see a trap beat behind that. Yes. So they was all worried about that. So anyway, they went on TD Jake show. They was backstage before they appeared live on his show. Tony was late as usual. She showed up. They did the song. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. That's basically how the whole thing went. But apparently, and I saw that, I saw when they was on the TD Jake show and all that good stuff. They was just so happened to be filming Braxton Family Values. We didn't know that until now. But like I said, Tony, she showed up. She was late, and none of the girls really liked the song, and they wasn't feeling it. And the fact that they had to sing was very much so. It was a surprise for all of them, which is why I don't know why. I mean, you're going on this Bishop show. I mean, church, singing, singing. Y'all, I mean, that's what y'all do. So I don't know why y'all was shocked by that. I don't know why y'all was shocked that he would ask y'all to sing right after y'all therapy session on the show with him when he read y'all for filth and snatch y'all edges. He asked y'all to sing. So why do y'all get shocked when people ask y'all to sing? It's a joy for us. Like if you have that talent, that's your talent to the world. It's what you display to the people. So don't get mad if people ask you to sing. Sing, dance, sing, dance, do your thing. Um, so apparently Tony was gonna lead the song. And once they got out there, live TV, because the girls had time to at least study the song a little bit. Tony didn't because she came in extra late. So it was live TV, and Tony was supposed to sing, but Tamar was the one that started singing, and then the girls followed up and ended up. I had no idea there was any issues because, when I first saw it, I was just like, sing down. I was like, I'm living. But I had no idea they had all that drama backstage where Tony was supposed to sing Tamar's part and all this mess. They was clowning each other backstage, had a moment, yada yada. Um, so they had like a little dinner, and where they all talked, all the girls, and the father was actually there, their dad, and basically they wanted to do a whole little sister vacation, but they wanted to invite the parents as well. So they wanted to invite Michael Braxton Sr. and Evelyn Braxton, their mama. But I believe it was Tony or one of them. They brought up the whole idea of, will Miss Wanda allow you out? Now, Miss Wanda is their dad's wife, current wife, have been the wife for a while now. And apparently she was the mistress when Evelyn, allegedly, she was the mistress when Evelyn and Michael was together. Apparently, Michael and Evelyn well, Michael had this whole relationship with this woman for like not 8, 9 years or so. Um, when they were still married. So it's a mess. So it was a whole mess, and they was just like, I don't know. I mean, we gonna have to see. And Michael Braxton, he was just like, look, what if I die? Like all y'all gonna have to come together. Y'all all gonna be at my funeral. Like hopefully, it's is it gonna be some mess at my funeral? So he made the girls think about it. And like some of the girls are with the whole notion of, well, not with it, but just thinking about the whole notion of inviting Miss Wanda along with their mother, which is gonna be a mess. And then some of the girls just like, nah, I don't know. But Tony took it upon herself as the oldest sister to tell Mama Evelyn that look, I mean, we're thinking about, having Daddy invite Miss Wanda on this trip, and so that's just gonna go from sugar to shit real quick. So moving into this new episode, or the current episode, I'll say that. Is it the current? Who knows? Let me just talk. So Trina and Evelyn, they sit down and have a whole little moment. Trina's very nervous about the pop-up shop. It is coming up soon. I believe she went on ahead and decided to have the pop-up shop in Atlanta. She's very nervous, as Trina is. And the mom was just giving her, she was just like, look, you need to chill, you need to calm down. Um, Life is hard right now. I know you're stressing out, but you need to just chillax and work it out. Trina also brought up the whole thing of um, Evelyn and of the daddy and all the girls and her going on the trip because she was gonna tell Evelyn that she was invited on this whole vacation because they haven't went on vacation in a long time together with all five girls and the parents. Um, and so Trina was telling Miss Evelyn about it, and she was just like, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I know that's your dad. I mean, she had to really sit back and think about it. Now, Trina made it plain to us. She just said it straight that she is not going to tell Miss Evelyn, her mom, about the fact that Miss Wanda might show up. The Miss Evelyn's ex-husband's wife. So, they all pretty much it was just like, yeah, we're gonna leave that shit to Tony. So it's just gonna be a mess. Y'all know that lady not having that. What else happened? So moving on from that, Traci, her manager is talking to her, and he basically wants her to be an ambassador of this black-owned whiskey line. And later on, she met up with the guy who wants her to be an ambassador to his whiskey, his alcohol. She was a little nervous about it at first because she was just like, I don't want to be known as, just an ambassador of a whiskey line. And, she's trying to do more things and things that has nothing to do with alcohol, because when you do things like that, it has kind of a negative, connotation to it. But she drank some whiskey and she brought Towanda along, and they had a good time. And I guess she decided to be the ambassador for the whiskey. So it's based on like black cowboys and stuff. And she's talking to the guy who created the line, and he talked about the reason why he did it and all that. So hopefully, this is a good thing for Traci. But we all know these sisters like to drink, so we shall see. To be continued on that. Tamar talked to Vince for a quick second. And they was just basically talking about the fact that Tamar has this new song out called, what's the hell is the name of the new song, y'all? I still haven't listened to it. It's called My Man, I believe. It's the name of Tamar Braxton's new song. I'll try to find it and put it in the link below so you guys can check it out. I still haven't checked it out, actually. I might do a review on it. You guys let me know if I should do a whole review on Tamar Braxton's new song. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I heard it's a good song. Everybody living for the song. But basically the song is about her mom and her dad and their breakup and that whole thing. So she hasn't told her mom yet about it. So we'll see how Miss Evelyn feels about the fact that her baby girl created a song about her. Tamar actually wrote the song. So hopefully this does well for Tamar, this song. Apparently this album is going to be her best yet. So we'll see. Definitely, I'll tell you, that Calling All Lovers album, life. Life on top of life on top of life. Okay, so... So Towanda, she actually has a scene where she's talking to a therapist. And this is the first time she ever went to this therapist about the whole divorce thing, and the therapist, asked her key questions: who she is, where she come from, yada yada. She was just like, look, I'm a PK kid and all the good stuff from Maryland. Um, and both my parents are ministers and all the good stuff, and growing up and seeing their mess and their drama, I don't want my situation to be like this. I'm going through a divorce right now, all the good stuff. The therapist just like, what I think would help is if you try to get your husband in here so that we can all talk. And she was just like, this shit ain't gonna happen. So Tawanda called Andre on the phone while she was in the car, and he was just like, hey, what's up, what? And she was just like, well, I just want to talk about some things, and I want us to meet with a therapist. And he was just like, I feel like this is a setup. I don't want to meet with no therapist, but we can meet up and talk. So Andre and Tawanda, they met up and talked. He was very defensive, very nasty. And according to Andre, he don't know why they're getting a divorce. Apparently, everything's been peaches and cream to him in his world, but obviously to Towanda it's something different. So they sit down and have a conversation. He's very nasty and gutter snipish, and snapping her up and all that stuff. And she's just talking to him nicely. I can tell she wants to go off. And she was just like, so you asked for the rental properties. He was like, yeah, both of them, the one in LA and the one in Atlanta. And he was like, and I asked for full custody. They was at like a bar or something. I could tell she was just getting more and more mad. I know she wanted to hit him, but Towanda, ever since Towanda showed out at that restaurant, she was breaking up them people good plates and forks and spoons and breaking glasses and shit. After her and Tamar was going through that thing, I think she made a promise to herself not to show out again like that in public. So I know she really wanted to whoop his ass. I probably would have. But she's responsible when she has self control. She's Towanda Braxton chair. So good for her. But Andre was really being a dick, and he was just like, tell what's her attorney name? Dontavius or some shit. Talking about tell him not to call me and all the good stuff. And he was being petty. He said that he asked for full custody, just to be petty because he was mad and upset. But Andre did bring up something very interesting to me. He did bring up the fact that he was just like, every time your family call you and all this kind of stuff, you go running and stuff, and we're second priority. I quit my job to be with the kids and stay at home and all that kind of stuff. And it's just like, Andre, we understand that, but what was your job, beloved? Excuse me. What was your job, beloved? Because I know these kind of shows the men don't really get any shine, but please let us know. Because, we all know that you was an author, that you wrote books and all that good stuff, but I don't think they were selling anything. So what was your job, beloved? I mean, if that's your job, that's great. But until you get a steady paycheck, that's not your job, dear. I don't know. It's just my opinion. I feel like you should, if you have a dream, go after your dream. But you should also go after reality and take care of reality first. Okay. The bills keep coming. Them bills, your bills don't. Your bill companies and all these folks, they don't give a damn about your dreams. You get you a regular job to support your dreams. Then when your dreams kick off, that's when you can possibly quit this job. But not until it catch off, pick off, kick off, kick off, kick off, beloveds. Okay, let's be smart about this. But I think he was just being salty and being petty. But he's really nasty talking to Wanda. I actually like Andre, but he's a whole dickhead now. That's a shame. Divorce is just an ugly thing. That's why I don't want to get married. I don't feel like compromising. I don't feel like sharing. I don't feel like it. I'm the only child. Leave me the fuck alone. We can do our thing, dip it and do it from time to time. You have your house and I have mine. You ain't finna put me out of shit because I have my own. How you gonna put me out of my house? Get yours. Telling you the best way to be, darlings. You can be in love. We can be in love in two separate houses. I think it can happen. I think so. I don't know. So Tamar had a scene where she met with Tony. She was doing furniture shopping for her second home in Atlanta. Tamar and Vince. And Tamar spilled some tea with Tony. She, made her vow to not say anything and all that kind of stuff, and put her on camera and all that. It was so funny. But apparently some tea with Trina. So Tamar was telling Tony that basically Jason, they call him Black Nasty, um, who was talking to Trina last season, and apparently some tea that went down. He ended up in handcuffs at Trina's front door, and to Tony, she was just like, "I have to check on Trina. I have to check on my sister Trina. I'm worried about her. I really don't know what's going on." So Tamar called Towanda, and Towanda was just like, "Oh yeah, you heard about that?" She was just like, "Yeah, it's a mess, yada yada." Because Trina's probably the closest to Towanda, so she'll probably tell Towanda before she tell any of the other sisters. It'll go like she'll probably tell Towanda, then Traci, then maybe Tony, then Tamar. But Tamar's last for sure. Especially since they just butted heads, Trina and Tamar, a few episodes ago. So it pretty much ended with all the girls they're meeting at their favorite place in Atlanta, this Mexican place. They all meet up and talk and have a good old nasty conversation. And Trina, she realized it was a Trina invention, and they was just like, so what's going on, Trina? Like, what's tea? Trina didn't want to talk about it because she goes down the line. She was just like, Tony don't ever want to talk about her relationship. Towanda doesn't want to talk about her divorce. Um, Traci holds everything on the inside, and Tamar didn't even say anybody anything about her marriage or her miscarriage. And why do I have to talk about my things, Towanda? And basically she started to spill the tea. She was just like, she didn't go all into detail on what all happened with the whole Jason thing, but apparently what happened was he basically showed up at her house, and he was at her no, she was upstairs, and she came downstairs, and he was basically like in her house or on her porch or something, but in handcuffs. And he was just like, "Oh, I ain't do nothing." Apparently, Jason left some clothes at Trina's house, and it was just a whole mess. And apparently, he lied and said that he worked at the bar that she owned and all that kind of stuff. And it was all the sisters got up and embraced Trina, and it was just a really touching moment. But it's just unfortunate that that happened to Trina, which is why I sung that song at the beginning of this review, because it's just really unfortunate. And once again, I wasn't calling her stupid or anything, um, but Jason is. And the whole situation is just stupid, and it's just crazy. Like, it's just unfortunate. It's just so many fucking scammers and shit in Atlanta. I thought he was a queen anyway. But anyway, my name is Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaka Goo Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter. My words are kind of slurring right now because I'm tired. Just got off work. Mr. Chalaki. Like, comment, subscribe at ITSKINGWORLD on Twitter, at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram, at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat, Chasing on Facebook. Well, all my social media moments have been in the bottom bar below. Like, comment, subscribe. Shouts out to my Tamar group on Facebook. Shouts out to y'all, Tamartians forever, yes, and everybody. And yeah, subscribe to my channel, share this video, all the good shit, and I'll see you guys soon, probably in a few hours or so, with this recent review of episode 22 of Braxton Family Values, season 5. Child, we're moving on along. Yes, we are. I love you much.